Hi everyone. My name is Eric Lacayo. My pronouns are he, him, his. I'm the academic success coach here at UW Bothell. I'm going to talk about the academic success coaching program, the things that we do, the services that we offer, and how this can be beneficial to you all in like your journey at UW Bothell. There you go. So what is academic success coaching, right? So academic success coaching is pretty much personalized one-on-one sessions tailored to you. So for example, you may be having some difficulty with time management and you go, Eric, I feel like I have so many assignments and they're due at so many different days. And I just feel like there's not enough hours on the day for me to get this work done. We work together to kind of develop a time management schedule that works best for you. And making sure that you stay on track and you're meeting your deadlines and you're prioritizing your academics and your personal life. You may also talk to me about, Eric, I'm in organic chemistry and I have no idea how to take notes. We can work together on reviewing some note-taking strategies, what will work best for you, and I can guide you through that process. So our sessions are one-on-one, personalized to you and your needs. We also offer study skills workshops, which I'll talk about a little bit later. In our website, we also have some academic resources. So sometimes when I meet with you all, I also share some worksheets, some interactive tools that can help you become more successful. Those are public information, so I gladly love to share those out on our website. And you can see that right now live. Our services are for all students of all majors. One thing that I want to stress about academic coaching is that it's for all students, regardless if you're doing well or you're not doing so well. How can we improve those skills? How can we maintain that GPA? How can we maintain not burning out, right? You're getting 4.0 across the board, but are we taking care of ourselves? How can we better utilize our time? So I do want to emphasize that academic coaching is for everyone in any grade level and any GPA. And with that being said, also available for all students of all backgrounds and majors. So I do work with students that are STEM majors, students that are in this pre-medical track. Again, the whole point of academic coaching is that it's tailored to you and how you can be successful. For winter quarter, I'm available in person and virtual. It has been like that this entire time for this academic year. And I'll talk a little about that, about how to make an appointment with me in just a second. The academic success coaching is located on the Student Success Center on the first floor of UW 1. So if you're a pre-college, pre-major student, you probably meet with your advisors in that same hallway. I'm right there as well. You connect with the front desk, the welcome desk, let them know that you have an appointment with me and I'll go get you and we can start a coaching session together. And below you see some of the standard items that we can talk about: goal setting, learning strategies, how to communicate with your professor, time management skills, test taking, note taking, etc. Right here, I have like how to make an appointment, workshops, and drop-ins. So in order to meet with me, you can make an appointment with me on Navigate, which is the same software that you use to meet with your academic advisors. Also, we offer drop-ins. So on Thursdays and Fridays, I offer in-person and virtual drop-ins. And you just go to the welcome desk, let them know that you want to meet with the academic success coach, Eric. And if I'm not meeting with the student during that drop-in time, I'm more than happy to meet with you. But also you have the option to meet with me virtually. You just join on the waiting room and I'll let you in if I'm available to meet with you. Over there, I have this fancy QR code. I'm obsessed with those QR codes now. And that would lead you to this link right over here, which talks about some of the workshops that we have available for this quarter. So as you can see, right next week, we have a workshop on staying motivated and building successful time management. As of right now, it's a TBD if it's gonna be in person, but definitely gonna be on Zoom for sure. If you can't make that session, there's also other sessions that you can attend. The schedule is built every other week on Thursday afternoons. I'll be hosting a live workshop. And let's say you cannot make any of those Thursdays, I have no problem setting up a one-on-one with you and we can talk about those learning strategies one-on-one together. And some of the most frequently asked questions that I get from students and faculty and staff is, what can I expect from a coaching session? Again, over here, I talk about what to expect from a coaching session. It's very much tailored to you and what you want to talk about. Talk to me about. We can talk about learning strategies, talk about how to balance your academics, work-life balance, and even if you don't know what to talk about, if you're like, Eric, I just don't even know where to start, I'm the perfect place to kind of engage that conversation with, and we can kind of get the ball rolling on what works best for you. Another very common question that I get from students is, how am I different than academic advisors? So I work very closely with your academic advisor to kind of build this holistic collegiate experience for you. Your academic advisors really much help you building your schedule, deciding your major, figuring out your track, holds. They do an amazing job doing that. My role is to just help them get you to be successful. Again, talking about like, how can we get you to pass organic chemistry? How can we get you to be engaged in class? And I work really closely with them to making sure that you're successful. You may notice that some of your professors may refer you to me. So you do not need a referral to meet with me, but some professors want to share that resource out to their students. So at one point you may get an email from me saying, hey, I think this would be a great service for you to take advantage of. Let's go ahead and meet to set up a one-on-one. So you do not need a referral from me, a professor. You can honestly just meet with me if you like. Lastly, if you're part of a student org, want me to present to your student org, I'm more than happy to do a session for your student groups about any topic that you think is reasonable for them. And you can find out more information on that website below as uw.be/academic-success-coaching. I'll definitely have that link posted in the chat right after I'm done. And again, you can find all up-to-date information about workshops, how to make an appointment, frequently asked questions, and we can get the coaching started. All right. Does anyone have any questions about academic success coaching?
Eric, what's one of the most common topics people come to you about?
Thank you, Cinnamon. Some of the two most common topics that I have gotten, I know you said one, but I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna go above and beyond on that one. Definitely the number one is time management. It's just surprisingly how students feel that they don't have enough time in a day. A lot of you all went to high school, obviously, and noticed that your classes were from like 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m., right? It was structured in that way. Now we're talking about having a class at 11, then you have a 4-hour break. What do I do during those 4 hours? And then some students don't take advantage of those blank spaces of time. Also, they talk about how the homework takes them a lot longer than they expected when they were in high school. And so you work with me to figure out how much we need to add to your schedule depending on the classes that you're taking. So that's the number one, is that shock factor of like, I did not expect this to be this much time. I always tell students that being a full-time student is like having a full-time job. So we work together to outline that in a calendar, if that works for you, a planner, and students tend to realize and hopefully follow that plan and say, oh, wow, it is true. Like I have this time that I can use. I did not expect it, but now I'm prepared. And I'm hopeful that a lot of students realize that after their first quarter at UW Bothell. So that's honestly my number one meeting request this quarter. Now that they know what time management was for last quarter, they're like, oh my goodness, now I need to really get it together. The number two is motivation. And I think that speaks on its own. A lot of our students are struggling with managing this hybrid model, going to campus, finding the energy to even open their Canvas assignments. Again, we work together and try to figure out what that why is. Why did you want to be in that major? Why you want to come to UW Bothell? What will keep you engaged at UW Bothell? So a lot of students sometimes need that conversation with me to kind of reset their minds of like why they want to be students here. I do want to highlight that I'm not a mental health counselor, but if our conversation does get to a point that I need to refer you, I'll gladly tell you, hey, I feel like this would be a great conversation you have with a mental health counselor. And I'm more than happy to walk you to that office, refer you, can you keep that pass on to have that conversation. But those are the two major ones that I've been seeing last quarter and this quarter.
Great. I know those are both things that I continue to learn and develop too. So I'm so glad that you're able to coach people. I think those are lifelong journeys for sure. Other questions you have for Eric or about success coaching? or really about anything we saw today or other services on campus, we can probably help you. One thing with Eric is that he is really good at referring you to all the wonderful services on campus. So, well, I put the link for the academic success coaching in the chat, so please check that out. I want to thank you all for coming, especially on a Friday afternoon. I know it's hard. This is the end of our first week of Pathways. We again have another full week next week. We're going to have faculty actually in person in the Student Success Center, which is right next to the Diversity Center and Eric's office as well, right there on the first floor of UW1. So we'll have faculty there every morning to talk to you about what it's like to be in those majors. And so check out our website for those links. And then we'll also have more career presentations in the afternoon. And so many more things that you can engage in and learn about career pathways and majors. Again, thank you for coming. Thank you, Eric. And Gavin snuck in too. He's been sort of collaborating and helping us design this whole event. So thank you both. And thank you, students, for coming. It was so great to see you. And have a very happy Friday and a very good weekend.